Hi and welcome to WQLN Homeroom. I'm Miss Sarah and I'm so excited that you decided to join us today. This week we've been talking all about ourselves. There's only one of you and one of me. And this week we are going to continue to talk about that. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of math. Math can be super fun. And we're going to be using some different manipulatives or different things to measure different parts of our body. Not everybody's the same, so your numbers might be different than my numbers. We're going to practice some counting and some measurement. We're also going to read a super fun story today, and we're going to do a little craft. Now, before we get started, I want to tell you a secret that I need to whisper. So if you can lean in kind of close, I'm going to tell you my secret. The secret is that I love teaching because I get to be a teacher, but so do you. I get to learn new things every single day from you, and you get to learn new things from me. Being a teacher doesn't mean that you have to be an adult. Everybody's a teacher, and I love that. We're going to get started today by reading a story about a frog that does not want to be a frog anymore. Has there ever been a time that you wanted to be something different than you are? Maybe an animal or a different person or a superhero? Has there ever been a time like that? I know that I would love to be some animals. Maybe an elephant, because an elephant is my favorite animal. Or maybe I'd want to be a monkey so I can climb up all kinds of trees. Let me hear what animal you would want to be. Very cool, yeah. Being yourself is great, but sometimes you just don't feel like being yourself. And today we're going to read a story about a frog, like I said, that just does not want to be a frog anymore. So I'm going to go and get my story, and I'll meet you right back here for some story time. Now it's time to read our story. The story today we are going to read is called, I Don't Want to Be a Frog. Why do you think that this frog doesn't want to be a frog anymore? What's wrong with being a frog? I think being a frog would be really fun. How about you? You would get to have these long legs. And what sound does a frog make? Yeah, a frog ribbits, and they would get to ribbit, and you would get to be, what color is this frog? Green, that's right, you would get to be green. So why do you think that this frog wouldn't want to be a frog anymore? Well, let's read and find out. This is I Don't Want to Be a Frog by Dave Petty. Here we go. I want to be a cat. You can't be a cat. Well, why not? Because you're a frog. I don't like being a frog. It's too wet. Well, you can't be a cat. I want to be a rabbit. You can't be a rabbit. Well, why not? Look, I can hop. Sure, but where are your long ears? Besides, what's wrong with being a frog? I don't like being a frog. It's too slimy. They may be, but you can't be a rabbit. I want to be a pig. You can't be a pig. Well, why not? Because you don't have a curly tail or eat garbage. Well, I can eat garbage. Do you think that a frog could eat garbage? No, I don't think so either. I want to be an owl. Of course you want to be an owl. Being an owl is the greatest thing ever. Boy, would you love being an owl. So, can I be an owl then? What do you think? Is he going to be able to be an owl? No, of course not. Well, why not? You don't have wings, and you can't turn your head all around. You are a frog. What's wrong with being a frog anyways? There's too much bug eating. I see, but still, no being an owl for you. Why so sad? I don't want to be a frog. Well, what would you want to be then? Not a frog. I want to be a cat or a rabbit or a pig or an owl. Something that's cute and warm. Can I tell you a secret? What animal is up in the corner, right up here, that wants to tell the secret? I love eating cats. And I love eating rabbits and pigs and owls too. And I'm pretty hungry. I must just go gobble something up right now. That's terrible, said the frog. But it's who I am. And guess that that's one thing I will never eat. Oh, it's a wolf. And he says that he will not eat frogs. Do you think that if the wolf doesn't eat a frog, that he will be more excited to stay a frog? If you think yes, give me a thumbs up. If you think the frog will still want to change, give me a thumbs down. We're going to keep reading to find out. How about badgers? Said the frog. No, I eat badgers, lots of badgers. Frogs? He said. Bingo. Well, why don't you eat frogs? Because they're too wet and slimy and full of bugs. Oh, so it's good to be a frog? There's the badgers and the wolf. Yep, I guess you can't fight who you are. We are what we are. And you are a wet, slimy, bug-eating, but very lucky frog. You should just be happy that you're not a fly. Well, what's wrong with being a fly? Oh, look what's happening to that fly. Because what do frogs eat? That's right, frogs eat flies. So at the end of this story, the frog decided that maybe it's a good thing to stay a frog. You have to remember that you are special. There's only one of you. And whatever you do or say or how you act, that's what makes you special and the reason that so many people love you. You should be happy to be who you are. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do some math. So we are going to practice some measuring and some counting. And the first thing that we're going to do is counting with writing our name. So we are going to practice writing our names, and then we're gonna practice counting how many letters are in our name. So I'm gonna go get my stuff, and then we'll get started. Okay, so it's time to do some math. And I said that we were gonna be doing some measurement, some counting, and we were also going to practice writing our name while we did some counting. So before we do anything, let's see if you can help me count all of the numbers that I have up on my board, all the way from 1 to 10. Now remember, when we're counting, we always start at the number 1. We're not going to start at 8 and jump all around. We're going to go straight to the number 1 and count from smallest to largest. Do you think you can help me count? All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very nice job. I know that you all know your numbers, but it's good to practice every single day. Now, I said that the first thing we were going to do was to practice writing our names. Something that can be very unique and make you special is your name. Not everyone has the same name. My best friend's name is Kara. My name is Sarah. We do not have the same name, and that makes us special. I have written my name up here, and this says Sarah. We are going to count how many letters are in my name. Do you think you can help? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 letters in my name. My name makes me unique, and I love that. Your name may be something different than mine. Maybe your name is a really long name and it has 9 or 10 letters. Maybe you have a short name that has less than my name. Maybe you only have 2 or 3 or 4 letters in your name. No matter how many letters are in your name makes you unique and special. And that's what I love. Everybody is different. We are all different people. Okay, we're gonna move on and we're gonna do some measurement. Now, when you're measuring things at home, there are lots of things that you can use to measure things. You can use your finger, you could use a ruler or a measuring tape, but today we are going to use my smiley face ruler. Can you help me count how many smiley faces are on my measuring of smiley faces? Here we go, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 smiley faces, 6 smiley faces on my measuring stick. We are going to use this measuring stick to help us to measure some different parts of the body. Now, these things that we're gonna measure, you could measure at home on yourself. You could find something to use at home, like all the things I said, a ruler, a measuring stick. You could make your own from home, or you could use blocks or Legos, whatever you have, to measure the different parts of your body. But today, we're just going to use pictures and measure them. So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this. Now, when you are measuring things, you can measure it from the bottom to the top, or the top to the bottom, or you can measure things sideways from side to side. It doesn't matter, it just depends on which way you are measuring things. So we're gonna have to look at our pictures and decide which way they have to be measured today. Do you think that you could help me do that? Okay, now I have a whole pile of things here that are going to need measured, and I thought that after we measured them, we could stick them up on our board next to the number that they are, so we can remember how long they are. Do you think we can do that? Okay, the first thing that we are going to measure, and this is the smallest one, is this, and this is an eye. It's very, very small, so it's probably not going to be very many smiley faces. So the way that we're going to do it is I'm going to take my ruler and I am going to put it right next to my picture. So I have my eye here and I'm going to put my ruler, my smiley faces, right next to it. How many smiley faces tall is the eye? Yeah, you got it. It's only 1 smiley face tall. So can you look over on my board and can you find the number 1? Do you see the number 1? Is it this one? No, that's not the number 1. Is it this one? No, Miss Sarah, that's not it. I'm gonna put it right here by the number 1, our eye, so we can remember that one. Okay, the next one that we have is something that I have on my face right this very second, and it is my lips. So we are going to measure my lips. Now we're gonna measure how tall these are. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it right next to it and we're just gonna take a guess. It may not be perfect and that's okay. We're gonna hold our smiley face right at the bottom and we're going to measure how many tall it is. Can you see? It is 1, 2 smiley faces tall. So we're gonna put our lips right next to or above the number 2 so we can remember how tall it was. Okay. Our next one is another body part that is on the face, and it is something that you use to smell. Do you know what body part we're going to measure next? Yep, you got it, your nose. We have a nose, so we're going to measure how tall the nose is. So I'm gonna hold up my ruler next to it and give you a second to think. How many smiley faces tall is it? 1, 2. It is 2 smiley faces tall. So we have 2 things that are 2. So I'm just gonna pile them up on top of each other. That's perfect. Okay, the next one is another part of the body that's kind of on my head. It's on my head, but it's not on my face. It's on the side of my head and I use it to listen to things. Do you know what I'm thinking of? Yes, I'm thinking of my ear. So let's measure this ear and see how tall it is. Ready? I'm gonna hold it up and give you a second to measure. This one is 1, 2, 3 smiley faces tall. Here is the number 3. Remember when we write a 3, it's around the tree, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. So I'm gonna put it right over top of the 3 there. Okay, the next one that we have, we're gonna move to the last body part that is found on our face today. And this one, I'm gonna give you another clue to. Ready? Do you think you can be a detective and figure it out? This one is on my face, and it's something that I use to chew with. What do you think we are going to be measuring? Yes, our teeth, our teeth. Now this is a really big mouth, so we're gonna have to measure those teeth right in the middle here. So I'm gonna hold up my smiley face next to the teeth, and let's see how many smiley faces the teeth is. Can you see? Good, you got it. It's 2 smiley faces, which we're running out of space for our 2's. So I'm just gonna stick it way up here at the top. We're running out of space. There's too many things that are 2's. Okay, we're gonna move down the body. And the next thing, here's your hint, ready? Is a part of your body. It's kind of in the middle of your body. And sometimes you rub it. It is your stomach. Your stomach. Now this picture, the stomach is pretty small, so I don't think it's gonna be very many smiley faces tall. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's look. It is only 1 smiley face tall. So let's put it over here by the number 1. Okay, we have 3 more pictures that we need to measure. The next one is a part of your body. We're moving down our body. Now this one is different on everyone. Everyone has these, and they are different lengths. They're not all the same. The next one is your leg. Now, some people are really, really tall, and some people are not so tall and have shorter legs. So it just depends on how tall you are. Let's measure with our smiley faces and see how many smileys it is. Are you ready? I'm gonna give you a second to look at it. This is our tallest one yet. This one is 1, 2, 3, 4 smiley faces tall. Is this the number 4? No. Is this the number 4? Nope. How about that one? Yes. All of our things have been up at the very top. Our leg was 4 smiley faces tall. Okay, our next one is at the very bottom of your leg, and it has 5 things that might wiggle on it. Can you guess what it is? I use it sometimes to kick a ball. Oh, not a shoe, but a foot. It's a foot. Now we're gonna measure how tall this foot is. Are you ready? All right, let's measure it. I'll give you a second to look. 1, 2, 3. This one is about 3 smiley faces tall. I'm gonna put it right underneath the 3 since we're running out of space. Okay, here's our very last one, and this one is, there's 5 of them on your foot, and that would be your toes. You got it. Now, when you look at this foot, there are 5 toes. We have to start right at the toe, so it's not going to be very big. We're gonna measure the biggest toe on the picture. Are you ready? It is only 1 smiley face tall. So we measured all of our body parts. Do you think that you could help me count how many of each number we had? It might be kind of tricky, but let's do our best. We had some by the number 1. We had 1, 2, 3 body parts that were 1 smiley face tall. We had 1, 2, 3 body parts that were 2 smiley faces tall. We had 1, 2 body parts that were 3 smiley faces tall and 1 smiley face that was 4 smiley faces tall. Can you help me one more time practice counting our numbers from 1 to 10 before we move on to our craft of the day? Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. All right, we're gonna move on, and now we are going to do our craft today. And our craft is all about yourself and how you are special and unique. I'm gonna go get my stuff, and I'll meet you right back at my kitchen table where I'm gonna do our craft for today. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I have all of my things for our craft today, and I haven't told you what we're gonna make. Today, we are going to be making a picture frame for a picture of you because you are special and there's only one of you. So here are the things that you're gonna need for today. Now, if you don't have some of these things, that's okay. There's other things that you could use too. I'm going to be using markers, but if you don't have markers, you could use colored pencils or crayons. Anything that you have at home will work. You also need a paper plate. You need a picture of yourself, and you need some tape or some glue. You might also need some scissors, but you don't necessarily need the scissors. If you don't have all of these things right now, that's okay. You can always go on to look online and see where you can find all of these things and the directions as well. First thing you are going to do is you are going to take your paper plate and the picture that you have of yourself, and you are going to either tape or glue the picture of yourself either right in the middle or anywhere on the paper plate that you like best. Now, I'm going to use the back side of my paper plate, but you could use the front if that's what you would rather use. It doesn't matter. You're going to take your picture and you're going to either tape or glue it on to your paper plate, just like this. So I have my picture on the middle. Now, this is where it gets to be kind of fun because you get to decorate the outside of your picture frame any way that you want. You can use your markers. My markers are rolling away. You can use your markers or your crayons, whatever you have, and you can decorate the outside of your picture frame. You can color it any way that you want. You want to make it look special and unique and something that you love to match that you are somebody that is special and unique. There's nobody like you in the world. It's you. You are the only one. So I am decorating the outside of my picture frame here. And like I said, you could hang this on your fridge. You could put a piece of string and hang it on your wall. There's all kinds of things that you could do. Now, I'm doing mine pretty quick because we're running out of time. But when you decorate yours, you can take as much time as you want. Here is my picture frame. I added some blue and some orange and some pink because those are some of my favorite colors, but you can decorate yours any way that you want. I might hang this on my fridge later so that I can look at it. Maybe I want to write my name on this so that people know my name when they look at my picture frame. This is a super fun craft that you can do at home. It's super easy and you only need a couple things. So I hope that you enjoyed this craft, and I can't wait for you to do it at home. I hope you had a ton of fun today doing all of these activities with me and reading that story about the frog that didn't want to be himself at the beginning and then realized that being yourself is something that is special and there's only one of you, and he was happy to be that. And then we did all of that counting and measuring of our different body parts. Now remember, if you're measuring at home, you can make a ruler like I did with pictures. You could use a real ruler or measuring tape or blocks or Legos to measure the different parts of your body. I hope that you take some time and measure some things at your house, around the house. It doesn't even have to be your body. You could measure your finger and then measure your mom or your dad or grandma or grandpa's finger and see who has the shorter or the longer finger. There's all kinds of things that you can do. I know I had so much fun today, but we are completely out of time. I cannot wait until the next time that we get to spend a bunch of time together learning something new. But until then, I want you to remember to keep reading, keep learning, and keep watching WQLN Homeroom, where learning is brought to life. I'll see you next time, guys.